Well, my friends, I literally can't believe I'm saying this once again, and I'm like so excited right now because I'm about to go to my wolf loadout, and you know what I'm gonna do, right? Y'all know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm about to take the night vision scope out of my wolf loadout. Thank you! Oh my, dude. I hate it. I hate this thing with a burning passion. You know what else I hate? The night vision binos. I'm able to put the normal freaking binoculars in my wolf loadout, dude. And I'm able to use the normal Odin in my wolf loadout. I couldn't be happier, man. You could have gave me $1 million and I would have been like, you know, dude, I'd rather just grind wolves in the daylight. Because this grind is, it's almost on the level of the Red Fox grind, how difficult this grind is to do in the dark. If you don't miss, it runs a mile because you hit it in the intestines. In case you guys couldn't tell, today we're going to be utilizing the brand new feeders in a very, very clever way that your boy Squid thought up to turn this grind into an extremely easy daytime grind. Now I'm already set up, I already got a method locked down for you guys. What did you expect? You're watching a Squidster video, bro. And we're going to get into all that here in just 1 second. Real quick, before we do dive in, I do just want to let you guys know, as a 16-year-old content creator, my goal by the end of 2026 is 50,000 subscribers. I'm trying to turn this into a full-time occupation, and if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, hitting the like button as well if you enjoy this video or find it helpful in any way, shape, or form, that would truly mean the world. Without further ado, guys, wasting no more of your time, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Okay guys, so if you're already set up for a wolf grind here in Yukon Valley, then this task is already going to be so much easier for you. I mean, just look at this, dude. We got fox and everything out here. This isn't even that good of a zone, man. It's so early that they're probably not even all here yet. Sorry, I just had to toss that in there. I get sidetracked so easily, but look at that, bro. That's so sick. So if you already have a grind set up here in Yukon Valley using my method in my wolf guide, which is where you just pick some zones, set up in the way that I showed you, etc., then setting up the feeder grind is going to be extremely simple for you to do. Now I'm going to talk about how to do that in here in just a second, but if you didn't watch my original wolf guide, you do not need to go watch it, because that'll just waste time. All you're going to need to do is a little bit more work. So starting with the people that do have the wolf grind set up at a drink zone grind already, you should already have tents and tripods at drink zones all over the place here in Yukon Valley. Simply, all that you need to do is run around to those drink zones, and at most of them you should already have claim tents on top of those drink zones, as long as you followed my method, where I explain it and teach you guys how to set up. All you need to do is go to the claim tents on all your zones. So essentially, you spawn in here, there's your tripod, this is the zone that I'm shooting, it's out here in front of me. If this were to be a drink zone grind, I would shoot them at their drink time, in the middle of the night, and use this claim tent to jump over there and claim my kills without having to run all the way over. Literally, all you're going to need to do is make sure that you have 8 scent tube feeders on you with the meat scraps in them, which is the only option. Go to every single claim tent that you have set up and place the feeder right outside of it. That is legitimately it. That's all you need to do. And what that's going to do is it's literally just going to change the time that you can hunt your setups. And it's game changing. It really is. I mean, we're going to talk about what times you need to be setting it to right now, what the best time is. I've experimented with a bunch of them. And just in general, the entire grind is so much easier now. Just so much easier. I mean, we can actually see what's going on, for Pete's sake. One of the biggest problems that I had with the Grey Wolf grind was I would shoot Grey Wolves, and I would literally get lost while I was tracking them, because at night, the blood trail and the tracks around you only light up and highlight if the light is aiming right at them. And now that we're doing the grind during the day, the tracks will be lit up no matter what, which is going to make tracking so much easier. It's going to make shooting so much easier. Like, oh my goodness, guys. This method is overpowered, and I'm barely even into this guide. It is insane. I never shoot a Grey Wolf that perfectly. So if you do not already have drink zones set up, the smartest thing for you to do is to go ahead and take a look at this hotspot map up on screen for you guys right now. This highlights all the areas that Grey Wolves drink at, but you're not going to need to find any drink zones, obviously, because we're not doing a drink zone grind here. All you're going to need to do is pick 8 of these highlighted locations and set up just like you would in any other grind, except right when you place down that claim tent, about 164 meters from your tripod, you're just going to place a feeder right next to it, so that way obviously you can spawn into your fast travel tent, jump into your tripod, And instead of shooting a drink zone, obviously you're going to be able to shoot the animals that are at your feeder at their feed time, which we're going to talk about here in just a few minutes. Now, if you want to learn, like, setup criteria, I think I'm going to talk about it here in just a couple minutes. Just want to grab this gray wolf real quick. That is, as long as we don't get killed first. Alright, well, not that bad of a track at all because I could actually see his tracks. The whole time I could actually see them. That's so nice, man. That's a luxury I've never been able to have in the gray wolf grind. So I'm not going to go like too much into detail on setup right now. I'm just going to cover the absolute basics for the people that don't already have drink zone set up. If you got drink zone set up, you're good. Like I said, just place the feeder right outside that claim tent. You're good to start shooting. But wait though, because we're going to talk about what time you should be setting it to get the best results. So like I said, run around those highlighted lakes. Once you find a location that you want to place a feeder at, make sure that you spot 250 meters across the lake from that feeder, because you need to place your fast travel tent, which is the tent that you fast travel into to shoot the zone or shoot the feeder, the animals that are at the feeder, 250 meters at a minimum from the feeder. Because if it's like 230 meters, about right here, when you spawn into your tent, they'll all spook from the feeder because they'll hear you spawn in. So you're going to want to make sure that it's at least 250 meters from the feeder. Your tripod doesn't really matter, you just want to make sure it's not any closer than 165 meters, because at about 165 meters, the gray wolves will start to hear you walking, and obviously you want to be able to jump into your fast travel tent, run, sprint, whatever you want to say, directly into your tripods, without spooking any of the gray wolves that are feeding at your feeder. As for your claim tent, like I said before, it's literally just a tent on top of where you're shooting at. You should already have those set up if you followed my drink zone guide. Once again, cannot express this enough. It's very, very simple. I know there's still going to be comments, people confused down below. If you're already set up, all you need to do is go to your claim tents, or go across the lake if you don't have claim tents set up, and place a feeder on top of the drink zone that you'd be shooting anyways. If I were hunting these at their drink time, the only difference with this whole setup here would be it would be 3 a.m. and they'd be drinking at this drink zone here or this drink zone here. I shoot both of these zones. I have it set to their feed time, and I literally just have a feeder placed directly on top of their drink zone, and that works. I'm not going to go too much into detail on how the feeders work. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is place the feeder within 400 meters of where a gray wolf walks or roams around consistently, and obviously, no matter what, they go to their drink zones every single day. So placing a feeder right on top of their drink zone or anywheres on the hotspot map that's highlighted, pretty much guaranteed there's going to be gray wolves at your feeders. If not, move them around the lake a little bit. Good thing about setting up here on the edges of the lakes is that the edges of the lakes here in Yukon are usually relatively wide open. Not going to say always, but 99% of the time, it's easy shooting, just like this here. Oh, look at this, guys. We got a diamond. Yes. I love the gray wolf grind now, man. I'm going back to the gray wolf grind. I don't care what you guys say. Maybe it's going to be Tar and gray wolf now. Screw the fox. We're done with them. No, I'm joking. So as for the time that you guys are going to want to set to, gray wolves feed at a number of different times, okay? So they feed from 3 until 6 and from 18 until 23. I've experimented with all of them. Obviously, anything past like 20 or 21, it's going to be dark. Anything before 5 or 4 a.m., it's also going to be dark. But you got to take into thought here that in 99% of grinds, what do we do? What do we always do? What do I always say in my guides? Set it to 1 hour exactly before their need zone time ends, whether this is a feed zone, whether this is a drink zone. So what you can do here is you can set it to 5 a.m. Now, right at first at 5 a.m., it might seem a little bit too dark for comfort. Even at 5 a.m., it's a million times lighter than hunting them at their drink zone. So if you're coming from a drink zone grind, you're going to be like, holy crap, this is so much better. But if you're new to the wolf grind, you might be kind of questioning it at first. But once it gets to 5:15, 5:20, just want to make sure I don't mess this up here. Stay highlighted, please. Oh gosh, he's going to move. Once it gets to that 5:15, 5:20 range, even like 5:10 sometimes, it really starts to brighten up. And once you make it to like, I guess I am right at the end of their feed time, but sometimes they'll stay feeding till like 6:30. They never leave right at the minute. It'll eventually be like this. And you can only set up 8 feeders at once. You will have no issue getting between 8 of those feeders once you get the muscle memory down from 5 until 6 with 1 in-game hour. Just like my fallow deer grind, I always set it to 12, they stop drinking at 1300. Just like my fox grind, I set it to 1900, they stop drinking at 20, etc. So, and from doing this method, isn't this an amazing example here? We have a diamond, 39.09 there. Probably should have stacked him for herd management purposes, but now that I'm doing a feeder grind, I don't think I'm ever going to herd manage this grind. Nice diamond there, though. We're going to put that guy in my grind lodge, probably. Very beautiful to see. And just like that, feeder grinding is cracked, man. Absolutely cracked. One of your other options for setting the feed time would be to set it to 1800. Sometimes with my fox grind, if I'm really high up in the mountains over in Tornasheen, there's a little smidge of light left, but it's almost never. I would say 100% your best bet after messing around with a bunch of different times for the wolf grind using feeders is to set it to 5 a.m. Pretend that their drink time is from 4 to 6. What would you do? You'd set it to 5 a.m. That's literally what we're doing here. It's going to be the exact same thing. The only difference is you're going to want to make sure you keep your feeders full because obviously they ain't drinking out there, they're eating. Just like Squid when he eats McDonald's because it's the best restaurant. Creepers. And like I said, they feed after 6. They're still going out there. Don't rely on it, but it happens a lot. So if you're kind of slow, maybe making a YouTube video or something like me, or if you're just more slow-paced in general, you got time. If anything, you can catch them on the move. And, well, here comes 2 more. Using the Odin is so nice, dude. Oh, my word, it's so nice. Look at that. Look at that. 3 successful takedowns. They all died within 5 seconds, too. Jump over there. Got the claim tent already placed. Fast travel tent, tripod already placed for my drink zone grind. That's why I said, you know, if you've got a drink zone grind set up, this is going to be pretty dang easy for you to do. And here at 5:36 a.m. in Yukon, you got, like, amazing scenery, too. It's so much better than just an endless void of darkness, which is literally what this grind has been since it came out. And, you know, I think that's why so many people don't do it, because a lot of people hate night grinds, including myself. But I'm a content creator, so I didn't have much of a choice. Now I do, and I'll tell you what, I'll never do the drink zone grind again. Never. Ever, 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 ever. Now, one last super important tip for you guys. I've seen a lot of comments on my tar grind guide for the new feeders. People saying that, Squid, I opened up my map. Or Squid, my feeders aren't working. I can see on my map they're not working. When I placed my wolf feeders here a few minutes ago, I kind of got a little bit scared because of the fact that none of the numbers on my feeders, even this one, I think I refilled this one though, actually. None of the numbers on my feeders are going down. As you can see on your map, you know, 93% bait remaining, clearly there's something there because I filled it up to 100. 94% bait remaining, clearly there's something there because I filled it up to 100. There's only really 2 things that could be here in Yukon, foxes and wolves, so yeah, it's probably wolves that are there. If not, then, well, you got some really bad luck. No, it's 99% gray wolves and foxes, both of them. There's always going to be foxes because they're everywhere in this map. Right at first, when you place them down and you reset the time for the first time, it might take the feeders a second or 2 to get working. What I did is I main menued a couple times and I did the 1-minute trick a couple times and I noticed this one right here started to go down. I went there, probably not going to be anything there right now because it's 6:20, and there was a couple females there. Now, there should be males, but it was right at the beginning of the feed time, so they probably didn't make it into the zone yet. No, they're actually still out there eating. I think I just spooked. Thought I seen the thing pop up over here, though. Maybe I shot all the males out of the zone at my drink time. And this is one of the pros to having these setups, because what you can do if you want to, if you're crazy enough, set it to their drink time, and you don't even gotta do anything. You can do a drink zone rotation, and for some reason, if that's more consistent, if there's males that just aren't showing up for you, change it to their drink time. We have that option now. Utilize it. But hey, if this video helped you guys out, look at this map, dude. It is so beautiful. I'm so excited to be doing this grind. I can actually see. Can you believe it, dude? I can see. Oh my goodness, man. If this video helped you guys out, definitely, like I said at the beginning of the video, my goal by the end of 2026 is 50,000 subscribers. We're on track to beat it. Holy crap, there's a lot of animals down there. If you guys found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, and you want to help me reach that goal, it would be very, very much appreciated. Right now, we're growing at about 4,500 subscribers a month. You guys might as well join the family. Join the Discord server, dude. We have the best Call of the Wild community. We are the best on the internet. We know it. There's a reason why 5,500 people are in there. There's a reason why 5,500 people would agree with me. I'm actually in the Discord server in voice chat pretty much every single night. Now, I obviously do make pretty much daily YouTube videos, so yeah, I might not be in there extremely consistently, but my managers are in there 24/7. 24/7. Always in there. Join the server. Make sure you guys adopt the Squid tag. It's not SQUID, it's SQUD because it only lets you put 4 characters, so adopt the Squid tag, bro. Voice chat is an absolute blast. Amazing resource for help. There's thousands of people in there that'd be more than willing to help you out. And like I said, man, we're just the best. Everyone in there is so nice. There's no drama whatsoever. It's just an amazing place to be. Without further ado, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. It is really, really much appreciated. If you made it to this point in the video, comment W Wolf Grind down below. First person to do it, I'll pin your comment. As always, my name is Squid, you guys are watching Squidster Gaming, and we'll see you guys in the next banger. Peace out, my gamers.